Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Walker Venrick with Sharp Sports Network coming to you with another breakdown of my top 3 favorite GPP plays on this December 7th 4-game NBA slate. I'm excited to jump into this one with you, so we're going to get right into it. Before I do start, make sure you click the link in the description below. The very top link of the description is a link to FantasyDraft. It will take you right to the registration page. All you have to do is use code SHARPSPORTS in the referral section. When you use that code, you will be automatically entered into a contest we are running tomorrow for the NFL main slate. The winner of this contest gets a signed Drew Brees jersey. A Drew Brees signed jersey. He wore it. It is an amazing contest. It is free to enter. All you have to do is sign up with our code. Don't miss out on that one. As always, if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns for us, please leave them in the comment section below. Whether it's DraftKings, FanDuel, FantasyDraft, any DFS site, or season-long fantasy questions, we're happy to give you advice when I can, and we always appreciate it if you could please leave a like on the video. Now let's jump right into this one. Right here at the fourth highest salary here at the point guard position, we do have Ben Simmons at 8.2K. And the reason that I want to talk about Ben Simmons with you guys today for your GPP lineups is because almost everybody and their grandma is going to be paying up for James Harden, and those that are not will be paying up for Devin Booker or for maybe even Russell Westbrook. This Phoenix-Houston game is the uber chalk, and it is a rightfully so. It's a good play because of the insane team total. It's an amazing game to stack, but the pieces that you fill in around these other players from this Phoenix-Houston game are those that will win you tournaments tonight. And one of the favorites that I have, especially on DraftKings, when it's going to be a little harder to fit him in salary-wise, is Ben Simmons. With Joel Embiid off the court and Josh Richardson both off the court tonight, we're going to see guys like Furkan Korkmaz garner extremely high ownership if he catches the start. We could see some other guys catch the start too, but Tobias Harris has a much higher usage rating, and Al Horford's going to probably get the start at the 5. I highly doubt that he doesn't. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens there, but we have to keep an eye on that throughout the day. But those are the guys that are going to go probably the highest owned for this Philly team. When we can catch a guy like Ben Simmons, who does have a very strong rebounding ability against this weak rebounding Cleveland team, I think he's going to smash a double-double, and at 8.2K, he could win you a GPP lineup because almost nobody is going to be paying up for him. And when I say nobody on a 4-game NBA slate, that does not mean he's going to be 1% owned. I think 20 to 25% is more reasonable. It's very, very hard to catch guys at extremely low ownerships on small slates like this 4-gamer. Now, I do want to jump over to FantasyDraft and talk about Donovan Mitchell next. Donovan Mitchell has played the Grizzlies twice this year. They are 1-1 against them so far this year, but it is an extremely fast-paced game. The last time that they played, J-Val was out for that game, I do believe, and it was nonetheless, it's obviously still a fast-paced spot, but with Jonas Valanciunas out, the game flow just went a lot different. I remember watching that game. It was a very, very interesting one. That was 4 weeks ago almost. No, not quite. Yeah, it was the more recent one. It was just, I was going to say, a week ago. The most recent one was just about a week ago. That's when J-Val missed. He did play 37 minutes and pull up 20 real points. It's a very strong spot for him. If we want to come over here to cleaning the glass, if this page will load, it's a very interesting spot. Like I said, though, the Memphis Grizzlies team is very, very weak this year, especially on the road. They've obviously not really been performing at home or on the road. But this Utah team is going to, in my opinion, probably smash them tonight, but I don't think it's going to be an absolute blowout, and I think Donovan Mitchell will get fourth quarter run. Similar to Giannis yesterday, that fourth quarter run is going to be critical. Unfortunately, Giannis didn't get any yesterday, which really hurt that play. But overall, I think Donovan Mitchell in this spot, I just don't want to miss out on him. I think this is a 50-plus point fantasy spot for him. And over here on FantasyDraft, he's only going to take up 13.9 total percent of your salary cap. And with all the flexibility you get over here, with all the centers that you can start and the utils as well, it's a very, very easy play, I think, over here to make when you only get these three guard spots and the utility spots as well. I think it's pretty easy to plug him in and make it work with some other guys around him. So I do like him a lot over here on FantasyDraft. Again, I am showing you these 3 players on different sites because I prefer them the most on that site, but they are universal plays, so make sure you don't forget that. Over here on FanDuel, though, the final play that I want to mention to you guys that I think is going to go very under-owned is Domantas Sabonis, who is in a really solid spot against this Knicks team today. This Knicks team is horrendous. We all know that by now, but at 8.8K at the power forward, I don't see almost... This probably will be one of the lower-owned plays that I'm mentioning to you today. Obviously, James Harden is going to be extremely chalky. Ben Simmons, Clint Capella. People might be a little bit scared off Clint Capella's price tag, but there's a lot of chalk in this Phoenix-Houston game tonight. And with 8.8K as the price tag on Domantas Sabonis at the power forward position, I don't see a lot of people getting up to that price for him. So I'm honestly in love with him just because of how much of a locked double-double he is into your lineup, especially with this matchup. You're literally locking in a double-double. I almost way more than half the games this season, he's pulled a double-double out. Let me go back to him real quick. I did want to mention as well, with the matchup against this Knicks team in the MSG, it's going to be a really, really strong one for him. I honestly am expecting at least 40 fantasy points from him tonight. And it's another one of those guys that I'm talking about where I say, obviously you're not just going to stack this Indy and the Knicks game, but if you want to, you can plug in other guys from that Phoenix-Houston game, the strongest plays of the slate, and then if you can mix in guys like Domantas Sabonis, Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell on these different sites, I think these are going to be your tournament winners. I expect at least one of them to be in the GPP winning lineup tonight, and I will have shares of all three across the board. So I'm very excited for this 4-game NBA slate. I hope that you guys are as excited as I am. I also hope that you enjoyed today's video, though, because I'm going to be wrapping it up here. I will be going live on the Sharp Sports Network Twitch.tv account in about an hour and a half, right around 4:30 Eastern or so, maybe 4 Eastern. And I will be going live, breaking down a few more of my favorite GPP plays and going much more in depth on the plays that I mentioned in this video. We'll be talking about pretty much every game and every play we can make for tournaments. So make sure you don't miss that. The link is also in the description below for that Twitch.tv stream. So make sure you guys catch me over there. But again, thank you guys so much for the warm welcome. I can't wait to keep doing these GPP NBA videos for you daily. And then the streams are going to be pretty much daily, at least 6 days a week starting today. So don't miss that. I can't wait to see some of you guys out there. And good luck to everybody playing tonight.